Hey, what's up guys? It's Kaylee again, and I figured today we would do a video about my family's haunted stories while I do my makeup. So you get like a 2-in-1. So I guess we're gonna start off with I have a bunch of them, but my scariest one that I always think about when it comes to my family's hauntings. My family lived in this house at one point when I was younger, and they ended up finding out it was haunted after they moved in. And at one point my cousin wanted to stay the night with my uncle because my uncle's younger than my mother, so just so you get that. Well, my cousin, he ended up taking a shower that night, and he came downstairs crying butt-ass naked and hid under the living room table, the living room table, the coffee table, and would not come out until his parents came to get him. A hand came up out of the drain, and it looked bloody and everything, and was trying to grab him as he was taking a bath or shower, whatever he was doing. It had came out of the drain and tried to grab him. So he ran right downstairs, and he did not get out from under the coffee table until his family, his mom and dad, came and got him. So, in the same house, my mom, when they were younger, before I was even born, she would say how there was a lady with balloons on her cheeks. You know how back in the old days where women would wear their blush really dark, and it would almost look like there was balloons, you know what I mean? Like they would wear their blush really, really dark. Well, that's what my grandma seems to think, because my mom would always say that she was talking to a lady with the balloons on her cheeks, because my grandma would be like, who are you talking to? You know what I mean? And that would always be her response, the lady with the balloons on her cheeks. They also believe in that there was another ghost in that same exact house. There was, after they had moved in, they found, well, after a while of them living there, they found out that my mom, in my mom's room, like she lived in the back room of the house, and if that like makes sense, but anyways, they found out that a guy had hung himself back there. That would explain a lot of the reasoning of why my mom was acting weird. She painted her whole room black. She was going through a gothic like stage in her life where she painted her whole room black. Oh god. And she was acting really weird. She was being really rebellious. She didn't want to leave her room a lot of the time. She was just acting really, really weird than her usual self. They would also hear chains being dragged from one end of the hallway to the other end of the hallway. So they would literally hear from my mom's room, they would hear a chain be dragged down the hallway to the stairs, and then they would hear the chain turn around and then go back to my mom's room. The guy hung himself with a chain in my mom's room. So that's lovely, you know. These are all over the place, so sorry if, you know, you can't keep up. I mean, well, yeah, whatever. When my mom and my uncle were younger, they were taking naps in their bed. My mom had just got her big girl bed, and my uncle was still laying in his crib. One night, my grandma was sitting down in the living room, and she heard all of these toys getting thrown down the stairs. She went, and all these toys got thrown down the stairs. She was sitting in the living room right beside the staircase, and she watched all these toys come down the stairs. She goes upstairs to see what's up. She thought obviously it was like the kids or something. The kids were dead sleeping. My mom was in her big girl bed, sleeping, dead completely to sleep. And my uncle was still in his crib. That was also lovely. This doesn't have to do with close family. This is more of just something else. I believe she's my cousin. When she was younger, they lived in this house. She was sleeping one night, and she says something woke her up. She just woke up out of nowhere for some reason. Out of nowhere, she sees her walls opening up. So her walls just were completely normal fucking walls, you know what I'm saying? Normal walls opened up, and Jesus came out. She said Jesus came out on the cross with a fiery background and was telling her to come with me, you're the chosen one. I don't know what that means, but I'm pretty damn sure it was not Jesus, because for one, why would he come to you like that? Oh, and she said he was on the cross. He came out on the cross, bloody, nails, everything, okay? With a fiery background, and was saying, come with me, you're the chosen one. So I can tell you right now that that was not Jesus, because why would he come to you like that? He's supposed to come to you like peacefully, you know? And she screamed and was freaking out. And my uncle, a different uncle, came into the room. He actually had grabbed the lamp that was on his table. Like, ain't that funny? Like, movie shit, okay? He grabbed the closest thing to him and ran into her room with a lamp. And he turned on the lights and there was nothing there. Also, in that same house, you know how heavy waterbeds are? Well, my uncle and his wife had a waterbed. And the waterbed was shaking. Like, they were just sitting there having a nice conversation, you know, they were about to go to bed, whatever. They were just sitting there talking. Well, the waterbed started shaking. And then my Uncle Terry had already had enough of this. Like, there was a lot of shit that was going on in that house, so he had already had enough, and he was intimidating it. He was like saying, is that all you got? Like, come on, you motherfucker, like all this shit, okay? He was like screaming at this thing, and if you know anything, you do not do that. You do not intimidate something that is literally getting physical with you. The waterbed started shaking even harder and just got worse and worse, and eventually, like, as he's still sitting here and like flipping out, my aunt is freaking out. The waterbed lifted up off of the spring, or off of the other, you know what I mean, the mattress, whatever, lifted up off of the floor all the way up to the ceiling to where their head barely touched the ceiling and slammed back down. You know how heavy a waterbed is. A fucking waterbed is huge, and it's very, very heavy. With them laying on it on top of that, are you kidding me? That's scary. I had a couple experiences myself when I was younger. Nothing huge. I've never really had anything crazy happen to me, but when I lived in a house when I was younger, I was with my dad and my great-grandma. My great-grandma always talked about a ghost that lived in the house. She called it a spirit, and it was the spirit of the older guy that used to live there, and he had died. Called him Mr. Oh, I can't think of the name. But called him something, and I knew, like, when she was saying that name, that's who she was talking about. I never really believed her, like, come on now. So, and I've never really seen anything. I felt weird in that house, but I just thought I was a kid and, like, you know what I mean, scared. I would be sitting on the couch, and I'm gonna, like, try and paint a picture for you. When you're sitting in the couch in the living room, you would see down the hallway where there was the front door, and then, like, soon as you walked in the front door, there was a dining room which we used for storage on your right hand side. In that dining room, right inside the door, you would see a touch lamp. And if anybody doesn't know what that is, it's a lamp where you just, like, you touch it and it turns on and off. But it usually has like 3 stages. Like, you touch it and it goes, it's like a light, it's like a lighter it's like not as bright, okay? So the first setting is not as bright, and then it gets brighter, and then it's like its brightest, and then it'll shut off. But when you'd be sitting on the couch, you would see this lamp from where you were at. And you'd be sitting there and you'd be looking and watching TV and whatever, and then out of nowhere you'd look over it and the light was on. And nobody was back there, nobody turned the light on, like you could, and I would sit there and look at it. And then I'd be like, that light is on to somebody, and then they would be like, well, it's just Mr. I forget his name. And then I'm like, okay, you're acting like this is normal. This is not supposed to happen. I would, like, eventually just sit there. I'd be looking at it and I'd be freaked the fuck out about it, and then eventually I would go and I'd turn it off, you know what I mean? But I'd be really slow about it. Like, I would walk back the hallway, be looking around and be like, okay, like, joke's on me, you know what I mean? Whatever. I would turn it off, and then I would go about my business. And that happened frequently. Like, there was always something, like, it happened a lot. I don't really know what other. What's up, girl? I'm trying to think of some other stories I can't really think of right now. Bring some color to my face, even though my shit's always red anyways. I don't know why I just did that. I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose though, because my nose is always red, and I just feel like it brings color to your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, might as well. I didn't even do my eyebrows yet. What am I doing? Okay, public service announcement. Do not color in your eyebrows like crayons. Thank you. Okay. You are not supposed to. Okay, I'm just gonna do this and we're gonna roll with it. Okay? We're gonna color in one eyebrow like crayon and we're gonna like see the difference. Okay? This is gonna, this is my good eyebrow. So we're gonna do this one good and then we're gonna do the other one like a crayon. And you'll see what I'm freaking talking about, ladies. It's not supposed to look all colored in. You're not just... The tail of it is supposed to be darker, okay? Because that's basically where all your hairs are. And then up here, you see how it's a light? Okay. You are supposed to basically draw little lines like it's an actual eyebrow hair. Draw little lines up and then just kind of like lightly go over, that way it doesn't look crazy different. You know what I'm saying? And now we're gonna do the other one, how everybody does them, and you're not supposed to do them like this. I'm gonna try and make it look nice as much as I can. It's not supposed to look boxed, okay? Do you see the difference? Because if you don't, there's a fucking problem. I normally do this, but like it looks like my eyebrow's pretty good right now. Just to like bring it a little bit. I'm gonna try and fix this one. Oh my god, it's just bringing the fuck. It's just bringing the product over. What are you doing with your life? Oh my god. Anyways, don't do your freaking eyebrows like that. That's all I gotta say. Alright, we're just gonna skip. Well, no, we'll do mascara. Might as well. I mean, it wasn't really supposed to be an actual makeup tutorial, but we're just gonna do it. This is the face I'm making. Trying to put my eye. Ow, I just poked myself in the eye. How many times do people do that? Like, I do that very frequently. I think it's every time I do my freaking mascara. Like, I always do it once, sometimes twice, but most of the time... My eyelashes are small, and I don't wear fake eyelashes, so... I feel like, no offense to anybody that wears them, I'm just, like, they're not for me. I feel like they cast a shadow, way too much of a shadow, down on my face, and it just doesn't look right to me. Or it's just really thick. I think I just haven't found the right pair of eyelashes. I really only tried, like, 3 pairs. This went from talking about ghosts to doing my makeup. Look at this fucked up eyebrow. There's a difference. And I also end up going too heavy on my lower lashes. Actually, it looks good, but like I always do it perfect on this side, like it looks natural kind of, and then I go like ham on this side, so I actually have to fix my shelf. And that's me with makeup on. Don't make fun of me. Tight. We're just gonna... I'm just kidding. Alright, anyways. Thanks guys for watching. Like and subscribe and keep watching my videos because we gonna come out with it. Okay. My name is on Snapchat. It's gonna be up on the screen, okay? And then on Instagram it's the same fucking thing, so we're just gonna roll with that. And I'll see you guys next time.